guys! Okay, so this is a requested video. Thank you to the person whose name is appearing on screen. Thank you for requesting for this video. This is a Essence sort of overview review, okay? So this person wanted a review of the Essence cosmetics brand, okay? So as you can probably see in the intro, I have quite the Essence collection. Essence happens to be like our budget brand, or like the most affordable brand you can find in the store. Since there are a lot of products and Essence has, you know, something in every category, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to just talk about sort of my favorite products from every category, and then maybe some of the things I think are worth mentioning or some things that I don't like, and then at the end I'll just quickly run through like my overall favorites of the brand, okay? I think that's the best way, otherwise this video would take ages and hours, okay? So we'll get right into it. I do have a couple of favorites for the face products from Essence, and the first one you guys will probably know, the matte bronzing powder. Okay, it's meant to be bronzing powder, but I discovered it's the perfect shade for my skin. Looks like that. I've broken the container, as you can see, but you know, it's pretty gross inside because I've used it a bit. But you can kind of see I'm hitting pan over there. So, but this will last me for a while. It's a great powder, really. It's just, I take a huge kabuki brush and I just go over my face, and I don't wear foundation every day, and so most days when I don't wear foundation I just have moisturizer, and then I will just go like brush this powder all over my face. I love it that it immediately soaks up the shine, but I still can see my skin. It looks like my skin. It doesn't look powdery or cakey, which I really dislike in powders, okay? This is great. You've seen this one as well, the Fix and Matte translucent powder. Comes in a container like that. Fantastic for the under eye area. I use it every time I have on eye makeup. It just keeps eyeliner from traveling down and keeps this place nice and dry. Love it. This will last me a long time, but should I run out, I definitely will repurchase it. Another product they came out with recently is their sort of base, okay, the Skin Perfection makeup base. So basically a primer. And it comes in two color selections. This one comes a little bit more peachy, but they have one that is more white, I think. I just pumped out too much there. But I don't know, I wouldn't feel comfortable with the white one. And this is great. It's like peachy, but then you blend it out and then it sort of, you know, fades into your skin. Gives a nice sheen. This is okay if you just need a base for foundation, but not really for filling in like deep lines or covering, you know, really huge pores and things like that. It's just great for giving a smooth base for the foundation to go on and giving it some staying power. This one, I feel I should mention it because it is one of their products I really liked. Unfortunately, they don't make it anymore, but it is one of those products they made that I found to be really multitasking, and it was this one from their sort of shimmer brick, okay, and this is number 2 Miami Heat, and another thing that I've broken, but anyway, so the bricks, you know, you get shimmer strips like that. I really like them. This was the one that was for brunettes or for darker skin, but I mean the strips you could use as eyeshadows, and I find them to be really beautiful, sort of bronzy pigmented colors, and I could use the strips alone as eyeshadows, or swirl them together. So that's sort of a swatch of the color I had, and then swirl them together to get like to get a bronzer, to use it as a bronzer, and it was great. It went so well with my skin tone, and unfortunately they've redone it, so that's a totally different color configuration from the old one. Okay, you see what I mean? This is much darker, more bronzy, and this is a bit lighter. This is still nice. You get really, again, I really enjoy the pigmentation on these. These are really great for, you know, lid colors or highlights, and then you swirl them together and you sort of get a really pearly blush sort of thing. But I still prefer this if you're talking about darker skin tones. Okay, so I wish they would bring it back. They do have a range of blushes, but I'm not too thrilled with Essence blushes. They had this new ones they came out with, which is their Souffle Touch blush. Okay, so you open it up and that's what the product looks like inside. It's sort of like, you know, it's supposed to be whipped souffle. I would say it's supposed to go into the direction of the Maybelline Mousse blushes. Okay, so that's the color I have, and it is, this one's Fresh Apricot. The other one, Frozen Strawberry, this one really had no pigmentation, really light. If you're really fair, this would like give you really a nice natural flush to your cheeks. I can imagine it would look really nice. But if you have my skin tone, you're gonna have to layer this thing on to get some sort of pigmentation. So I didn't try the third color. I would, if you're of my skin tone, I would go more for the Fresh Apricot. It is long lasting. Okay, see if I'm rubbing it and the color is still there, and I like that as it's also good as sort of base for powder blushes. They also make powder blushes in that look like that. They're okay. Okay. They do have a little bit of shimmer in there, but it's not so bad that, you know, you're gonna have glittery cheeks. Not at all. Really nice wash of color, but it's very sheer, and I'm someone that likes sheer blushes. Okay, but people are different. Some people like more intense blushes. So if you're into more intense colors, then the Essence blushes aren't for you. They're really not intense at all. They go more towards sheer. In terms of their lip stuff, I've only tried their lipsticks. I haven't tried their lip glosses, so I couldn't tell you how they work. They haven't really interested me. I do have their lipsticks. Okay, I've got 6 colors here, and their lipsticks aren't really like lipsticks. They go towards like a more like a lip balm feel. Okay, for example, this pink one right here, this is number 33. Okay, I've used it quite a bit, so it's just really a really sheer pink. So if I were to swatch it, I mean, can you see that? So that's, you know, not really much pigmentation, it's just a sheer wash of pink. I will be doing a separate article. I'm having swatches on all of these, so so I won't go too much into them. I will, however, tell you my 2 favorites from them, and it is the number 46 and the number 57. So 46 is Fashionista, so that's Fashionista there. So it's like a nude mauvey color. So why I like it is it's almost identical to the natural color of my lips. So it is one of those lipsticks that I can wear with anything, because it seems like it's the natural color of my lips, and I don't need a mirror to apply it. You know, I can really just swipe it on like in the car or when I'm in a rush, and it doesn't have to look perfect because it goes close to my lip color. The other one I really like is number 57, More to Love. You can see More to Love there, and there's Fashionista, the one I like. So this one has a little bit more shimmer in it, and it's a little bit warmer, and this one goes towards more mauvey tones. Okay, so I like those 2. Essence eyeshadows are tricky. You can get some really great ones, you know, with great pigmentation and, you know, really applies really well, or you can get some really bad ones. Okay, streaky, grainy, chalky, so really is hit and miss with them. I've showed this one to you guys before. I really wanted to like this palette because, you know, they had like a good selection of shimmery colors, and then they had this brown, which was matte up here. But then this is what I mean, you know, take this shimmery brown next to it, you get really great pigmentation, you know. But then you go for a peachy color like that, and it's comes across chalky, you know, not impressive at all. Sorry if I'm blinding you guys. So, I mean, you can see the difference between the 2. I would suggest going more towards the singles, because then you have the color you want for sure, and the whole thing is good, rather than palettes where 2 or 3 are going to be useless. They have improved the formula of these singles because I know they came out with some new ones. This is number 48, Forrest Gump, and I mean the pigmentation on this is fantastic. I mean, you can see that. They have like purples, and there was this really pretty lime green and everything, and they're so pigmented. So from their eyeshadows, I really would recommend these singles, but do swatch them because even with the singles, they are hit and miss. A favorite though from these singles is this one, which again I broke in. It is called Blockbuster number 22. I love this color for blending out any eye color. It is a matte shadow, so it does it mattifies that whole area when I'm blending, but then it doesn't alter the color. So I really like it, and that is the only blending color I use actually. This is number 58, Cappuccino, I think it's called. Cappuccino Please. I have it on the brow bone, okay, as a highlight. It is a really good highlight. You can use it not just for your brow bone, but like to highlight other areas. Really great color. On the eyes today, this was a limited edition, so why I want to show you is I would really recommend checking out Essence's limited edition products because they tend to make some really nice stuff. So this was from their Marble Mania collection, and this is number 10, Seriously Mixed Up. So I don't know if you can see, it's just a beautiful swirl of colors in there. You've got browns, pinks, golds, peaches, really pretty, but overall it comes out as a brown, but with sort of an interesting effect. When the light hits it, there's sort of flecks of pink or flecks of gold depending on what part of the shadow you swirl the brush, okay? And then they have their regular marble shadows called Color and Shine. So I think I may have shown this to you before. They're not exceptional, but they're nice. What I would not recommend is their long-lasting eyeshadow, which is the Stay All Day. This one, don't get it. This is, I guess it's supposed to be like a cream shadow. Yeah, it's a cream eyeshadow. I don't know if this is supposed to be like in the direction of the Maybelline color tattoos or whatever. It looks like a really pretty color. See that? It's not pigmented at all. You get like a grainy, you just get shimmer, so I would not recommend it at all. Okay, this is another limited edition product, but I thought I would show you because it is a good example of what Essence can achieve sometimes, okay? And this was from their Vampire's Love collection that came out, and these are amazing shadows. I got them especially for these three colors up here. And these are so amazing. They're so silky, they're so smooth, so soft, and so pigmented. I just have to lightly tap my hand in there and I get this beautiful wash of color. I mean, look at those swatches. If you're comparing these two, you would think they were from two totally different brands. So that's just the thing about Essence shadows. Like, you can get some really fantastic shadows. Like this Vampire's Love palette is great quality. But then you have that Sun Club one that is like, what were they thinking, you know? They also have these duos, come like that, the Smoky Eye set. I have the black one and the brown one. What you get is one cream shadow in there and the powder shadow. Okay, and they suggest use this as eyeliner, and then they have like little directions at the back. But the brown one I really like because I use it for my eyebrows. So it's really great because you have the creamy part there, which you can use to, you know, line your brows and fill in the sparse areas, and then you go over it with the powder, and then you set for the entire day. Eyeliners. I have quite a few here from Essence. My favorite is their long-lasting eye pencil. So looks like that, and it's a twist up, so you don't have to sharpen. This is pretty decent. It lasts. I will just run it for you, so you know. There we go. And you can go over it, and it is pretty long lasting. It doesn't tug, you know, it applies really smoothly. Speaking of applying smoothly, there has been no other eye pencil that has gone on so smooth and creamy like their Black Mania. It is so creamy, it is it just glides on your skin. I love the application. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay up there. It travels, it gets down to the lower lash line, it gets everywhere. And it's such a pity because the application of this is so smooth. They're one from the Sun Club. I have this one. I wouldn't repurchase it. Applies really nicely, but it does have like silver specks in it. And it's not so waterproof. Honestly, it performs just about as good as the long-lasting one. And then these ones I would repurchase. They're colored ones. They're really good. This brown one I love for the lower lash line. It really goes with my skin tone. And they have these duos. Okay. And then this purple one. Essence has quite a lot of mascaras, and I have tried 7 of them. So I have got 7 of them here. I will be doing a upcoming mascara review, I think number 4. Yeah, I've done 3 already. And the upcoming one will just be on Essence eyeshadows. On Essence mascaras. So I will go into detail about them more in that video, okay? But just quickly, this is my favorite out of all of these. I actually have this one on today. I tried to use it today because I knew I'd be doing the video. So I don't know if you can see. Yeah. So it's a decent mascara. It gives you, what I found about Essence mascaras, they give you such great length. However, the downside is, from all of these, I think this was the only one, which I have on today, that didn't flake. And that's such a pity because they have such great mascara formulas. This Essence No Limits, it's supposed to be a volume one, but this thing gave me such amazing length that I couldn't get from some of the other mainstream mascaras you get. It was fantastic. The only thing was, it flakes, okay? This one's nice too. If you're looking for like really natural feathered out lashes, the pink one is good for that, and this I believe is their best seller. But otherwise the rest tend to flake on me, and it's such a pity. If they were to nail their formula to skip that whole flaking bit, they would have really some great mascaras to offer the market. Still somewhat in the mascara section is this their Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It looks nasty because I've used it for so long and you really need to get a new one. This is great for setting your brows. After I've done my brows, I will then just comb it through and then set it, like comb it into place, and then I can leave it for the entire day, and it really holds my eyebrows in place. Worth mentioning in the eyes section is this Essence Eye Makeup Remover. It also removes waterproof mascara. This is fantastic for removing makeup, especially mascara. The biggest problem I have is how to get mascara off. And a lot of times I have to use several different things. But this helps to really break it down, and then it makes the whole removal process a lot easier. Nails. Now, out of all the products that Essence does, I think the one category or section they do really well is nails. They're starting to fade a little bit, I think. But anyway, this I had done last Friday, and it is now Saturday the week after. Yeah, okay. I did my nails last Friday, and I just didn't have time this week to redo them, so I've sort of just kept them. And they don't look that bad at all. Like, I've had other nail polishes that look like really crap by the time, like 3 days later or so. But this is basically their new one, which is, what is it called? It's number 9, Copperize Me. So I don't know if you can see that. I've put it on top of Jordana's Goldfinger, and for it to last this long is really impressive for me. But it's really not surprising for Essence, because they do great nail products. And I've got a whole lot of glitter stuff here. They're colorful ones, you know, comes in these little bottles, okay, which is fine with me, because really in my entire life I think there's only one bottle of nail polish I've ever really run out of, the colored ones, okay? But the rest last me ages, so it makes sense to me that they make them this small, okay? Especially like really bright colors, like how often are you going to wear them? And especially me, I like to change up my nail colors when I can. So small ones like this really work for me. I don't mind. I really like their top coat. I like the quick dry top coat, and also their Essence gel look. It's also top coat, but it's a little bit thicker, so it gives your nails like a gel-like look, and it's really nice. But the only thing is you have to wait really long for it to set. I only have, I think, 4 brushes from them. Actually, I don't think they make that much in terms of makeup brushes. I've got their crease brush, which I have showed you before. It's purple. It's okay. It does the job. But it's not the softest brush you'll get, but it does the job. If you're on a budget and you need a brush, this is good. For blending, it'll do the job. This, however, I would not recommend, the gel liner brush. I just found it was too soft, you know. I need a harder liner brush in order to be able to draw the line on, okay? And this, it's too soft, and I didn't get a straight, smooth line with this, so would not recommend it. I did like their blush brush. This was the only blush brush I used for a long time. I tend to like really small brushes for blush, okay? I know a lot of people like the big ones, you know, they like to blend it out. I don't. I just think that my face is on the smaller side, so blush can sometimes be too much for me, in my opinion. Their powder brush. It's really soft, surprisingly. It's great if you're someone like me who likes to apply powder like to certain areas. Like if you're just going up your T-zone, okay, or on your chin, then it's good. But if you're thinking in terms of a kabuki brush, you know, to swirl powder all over, this is too thin. I mean, you can see on the side profile, it's tapered, you know. It's too thin. It'll work, but I prefer a more fluffy kabuki brush for an all-over application. Okay guys, so overall favorites, I'm sure you guys can probably guess. Absolute favorite is the powder, the bronzing powder that I use as a face powder. I love this product. I will continue to repurchase it. I also really like their fixed and matte translucent powder. Lasts really long. Third product, which I really shouldn't mention because they don't make it anymore, but it really is one of the overall favorites from Essence, which is these shimmer strips, right? Fourth favorite has got to be the Vampire's Love palette. I absolutely love the colors in here. I love the pigmentation. I love how they feel. They're so smooth and so blendable. Again, it is a limited edition, but I mention it because it might be available for you guys, you know, in some places. So if you do spot it, I do recommend them. I really like those eyeshadows. Fifth favorites from Essence, I put them together. It is their the Pro White Effect, which I use as like a base coat. This is like, I think, my second or third bottle. You know, it just makes my nails look good. Sometimes if I've used too much nail polish and they've like yellowed a bit, this has that Pro White Effect. I really like it, works for me. And then this quick dry top coat is really great. It's long lasting and it's so quick drying. So really enjoy these two, and to be honest, I really enjoy almost all their entire nail polish collection. The matte single eyeshadow that I use as a blending color, it's my go-to blending color for blending out anything on my eyes. Absolutely love it, will repurchase it. And of course the Essence Eye Makeup Remover. I really like it. It really does break down my eye makeup, especially the mascara, and really helps make the whole makeup removal process a whole lot faster and easier. Then of course the eyeshadow duo that I use for my eyebrows, okay? This one is number 2, Punk Vibe. Overall, I would compare Essence to some of the American brands that are on the more affordable side. Jordana, LA Colors, LA Girls, you know, LA Splash. It is sort of in that category, you know. These are brands that make a whole range of products, but they're not all fantastic. But you do find some great jewels in there. You know, you find little things here and there that are absolutely fantastic, and Essence is the same in that way. For example, Jordana, I think their lip liners, they have like a cult following. There's people that absolutely love their lip liners, and I think for LA Splash, it's their eyeshadow base or sealer or something like that. And Essence is the same. There are certain things you'll find in there that you absolutely love. I can imagine like in their single eyeshadows, there will be some colors that you just absolutely love, so pigmented, applies so well. So that's what I mean. They do have these little gems here and there. For me, it is their matte bronzing powder. I absolutely love it as a face powder, okay? So it is great, especially if you're on a budget, you know, or if you're somebody that just doesn't see the point in buying high-end makeup. You want to look nice, but you don't want to spend way too much, okay? So Essence will do the job for you. If you're on Essence alone, you can pretty much have it covered, because they have foundations, they have face powders, they have bronzers, blushes, eyeshadows, etc, etc, and you really just have to work a little bit harder to get the effect you want if you just want to stick with the Essence products, okay? But for those of you out there that are just curious about it, it is worth trying out. I would suggest before you purchase anything, always try the testers, do swatch them, do look up reviews of what other people have thought about them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this in-depth review was helpful to a lot of you out there that have been wanting to know about Essence or thinking of trying it out and just curious about how the brand works. To the person who requested for it, I hope this was what you were looking for in terms of you know, in-depth review into Essence. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Love you guys.